Good morning, folks. Dave Ripley. This is ASIPicks.com. Today is the 8th, Sunday the 8th, NFL Sunday. NFL Sunday. I know you're excited. Those people that have my NFL packages, you have to wait a whole week for your games, man. No, jump on an NHL package or an NBA too, man. I mean, start making some money during the midweek. You know, you can make. Why not make money every day? I mean, makes sense to me. Hey, listen, I'm going to go over real quick my stats. I'm going to go over two games that I picked yesterday on the video. My first game was the Arkansas South Carolina game. I took Arkansas -7. It looked real bad for about 3 quarters, and I had faith, and they pulled it out. They kind of almost blew South Carolina out. They did extremely well, and I was super happy about that. I love to watch Steve Spurrier take his visor and slam it on the ground. That's always fun. I can't stand Steve Spurrier. I'm just kidding. I like Steve Spurrier. He's all right. No, I don't like Steve Spurrier. And I also want to talk about that Iowa Northwestern game. I slipped it out yesterday. If you watch my picks on the board for yesterday, listen, go to YouTube. Actually, over there, there's a little tab up there you can click and go to YouTube. If you go to YouTube, you can watch all my videos from the previous day. And if you go to my picks on the board video, I blurted out. I basically told you, hey, you're going to be surprised about that Northwestern Iowa game. I picked the upset. I picked the pick. It was in my picks for the day, my NCAA college package yesterday. I picked them. I picked Northwestern minus 15 points. Or I mean Northwestern plus 15 points. And I also picked the upset. I put right in there, right on my picks. Hey, upset today. Upset alert. You know, Iowa gets beaten by Northwestern. And it did. It happened. Listen, I knew that Iowa was going to be exposed yesterday. Iowa has just, after doing all the research and looking at everything, I mean, look, they had no offense, no defense. Their quarterback before yesterday had thrown more interceptions than he did touchdowns. And it was just going to, they're extremely lucky. They should have 4 losses right now, including yesterday's. They should have 4 losses, and they don't because they're lucky. They're a very lucky team, and their luck ran out yesterday. And I knew it was going to happen. I even knew it was going to happen yesterday, and I knew it was going to happen against Ohio State because they're going to lose next week too. So Iowa, you've been exposed, and it was a good run for a while, but you can't be lucky every week. So I picked that game, and actually picked the over and under in that Arkansas game too. Took the over in that. And that was an extra bonus that I added on my NCAA college football package. I gave you an extra pick yesterday on that over, and we also won that one. So, congrats to Arkansas and to Northwestern. Good job, guys. A lot of upsets yesterday, man. I went 7-3 yesterday in my college football package. 7-3. The Oregon game. It was a big upset. There were a couple upsets yesterday, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Oregon. I kind of felt that Nebraska, but they just didn't cover that. Nebraska was going to beat Oklahoma, but it just didn't happen. So I went 7-3 yesterday, which is still good. That's 70%. And always log on and look at my stats in the morning. They're always posted by 9 a.m. I post my stats. I post my 2009 stats, so you can see completely what I've done for 2009. And I post my previous games from the day before and from the night before. You can always see those. They get posted every morning by 9 o'clock. Usually they get posted by 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So, also want to talk about some games that I'm picking today, because you're on picks on the board, and that's why I do this video segment. But went 7-3 yesterday in college football. Went 3-1 in hockey yesterday, and went 3-2 in NBA yesterday. 3-2. We lost 2 games in the NBA yesterday. And we lost those 2 games by 3 points. So, and I actually did a study this morning. I was up till about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I actually reviewed and studied the games that I did, actually lose, that I didn't pick right. And I was kind of, because I'm always doing that, I'm always trying to fine-tune my handicapping skills. And those games that I did lose in the NBA and in the NHL and in the NCAA college football packages, very slim margins. I mean, my systems are working in all 3 of those areas. I mean, just very slim margins. If I lose a game or I pick a game and it doesn't, and we don't get it, very slim margins. Very slim. I mean, I lost 2 games, 2 NBA games last night by 3 points. 3 points total. I lost those games. So, but anyway, let's get to my packages today. I'm actually picking another college football game tonight, and it's probably going to be my free daily picks this afternoon. So log on to my free daily picks. And you'll be able to see those. Also, log on to my Dave's Daily Opinion. It's about the SEC coaches. They're absolutely horrid this year. They're terrible, and they have the nerve to actually fine Urban Meyer $30,000. It's a joke. So let's get to these picks. College football game tonight that I'm picking, of course, is that Nevada-San Jose State game. That's probably going to be on my free daily picks. So log on to my free daily picks, and I'll actually give you that pick for free. So I'm actually picking 2 NHL hockey games today. There's one at 5 o'clock and one at 8 o'clock this evening. There's only 2 that are on the board. And St. Louis at Atlanta and Edmonton at Colorado. So those are 2 hockey NHL package games that will be on, ready for today. 4 NBA games. I'm picking 4 NBA basketball games. The first one's Philadelphia at Detroit. Detroit had a weird road schedule. They played Orlando in Detroit, then they went down to Orlando and played Orlando, and then they're back playing Philly. Weird schedule. But tonight, Philly's at Detroit. So I'm picking that game. That game's already picked on the board. Phoenix at Washington. Phoenix will run the sneakers off their feet. I mean, they've been doing extremely well. I mean, they've been running, and high-powered offense. Not a lot of defense, but high-powered offense. They're not going to try to play you defensively. They're just going to try to shoot the lights out and try to beat you by points. That's how they play. Orlando at Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City. Man, I'm still not used to saying that. Oklahoma City. They're actually not bad. Oklahoma City, man, they're kind of turning it on here. And Charles Barkley and a lot of people seem to think they might squeak in that 8th playoff position. I don't know about that, but a lot of people are pretty high on Oklahoma City. Minnesota at Portland. It's a 9 o'clock game tonight. That's going to be picked. So those are my 4 games. Philly at Detroit, Orlando at Oklahoma City, Phoenix at Washington, and Minnesota at Portland tonight. All right, right down to it. NFL. That's why you're here. It's NFL Sunday. You want your NFL package picks. And I'm going to give those to you right now. Some of them are on the board, some of them aren't. I'm actually picking 7. I was only going to do 6, but I added another one. So I'm going to do 7 games. So if you have the NFL package, you're going to get 7 games today. Okay? Washington and Atlanta. I'm actually picking that game. Baltimore at Cincinnati. Baltimore coming off a big win against Denver, going to Cincinnati today. Houston at Indiana. The surprising Houston going to Indiana. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's terrible. I mean, is there a way that you can just throw in the towel, like in the beginning of the game, like everybody goes to the sidelines or whatever, and then the coach comes out and just hands the referee like a white towel or something, just so they don't have to play? I mean, that's what Tampa Bay needs to do. They're absolutely horrid. They'll be lucky if they win 1 game this year. They're terrible. Carolina at New Orleans. New Orleans, that big win against Atlanta. Carolina at New Orleans. And San Diego at the Giants. It's going to be a good game, folks. San Diego at the Giants. That's going to be a good game. Giants desperately need to win this game. Dallas at Philadelphia tonight. That's always a good game. Dallas and Philly, they always play each other hard. Will Romo have it this evening? Well, if you have my daily package, you're going to find out. So those are the NFL games for this evening. 7 NFL games. So thanks for logging on. I appreciate it. This is Dave's Daily Picks for the 8th of November, 2009. Be sure to log on to my daily stats every day, every morning. Be sure to log on to my Dave's Daily Opinion. Today it's about the NCAA or SEC college football referees, how terrible they are. They're disgusting. They're that bad. It's a joke. And they have the nerve to fine Urban Meyer. I don't like Urban Meyer, but Urban Meyer was right. The refs are garbage. They're terrible. You shouldn't fine somebody for speaking their mind. This is democracy, for Christ's sakes. He can't say what he wants to say. This isn't the NFL. This is college football. Who gives them the right to fine somebody? It's a joke. And also log on to my free daily video pick, which I believe is going to be that college football game, that San Jose State Nevada game tonight. So thanks for logging on. I appreciate it. Love all of you. And we will talk to you tomorrow as Monday. So enjoy your NFL Sunday. Thank you.